So here we are. We are literally at the very end of March, and we have not gotten a Soul Awakening Gala. We definitely have not seen a Soul Awakening session. Really weird that we didn't even have like a Gala this month, did we? Unless it was like the very first week. I feel like the last Gala we had was the last week of February. So, I know a lot of you guys are saying we literally have a hole burning in our pocket. We have so many contract starry gems and starry gems. I'm sure people are saving up and holding on to things such as, you know, those Soul Awakening crystals and stuff. So how do we plan ahead for next month? Because I don't really know what special holidays there are. We'll have to take a look. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's see what next month kind of has ahead of us. So the odd thing about 2024 is the fact that Easter was so early in the year, it actually fell in March. So until we get to see in like what, 2 more days? Yeah, today's the 30th, tomorrow's the 31st. We won't know till the 1st about when any special events might be next month. However, I do think we are going to get something like a Starlight Melody next month. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let's show you guys the last one we had that was really good. So essentially here's what we had for the last Starlight Melody. It really wasn't even that good. Now this was weird because this was actually, if you guys want to know the exact date, this was December 14th 2023. So just last year, this was the last time we had the Soul Awakening session. The good part about this session is just getting 200 points and getting on the leaderboard got you a B+ stone, which is honestly the best chance you'll ever have as a free-to-play player to get an A- or higher awakening. There were no extra resources here, so I don't know if it's something we will get for next month. In the past, there have been some premium resources here, and there is a soul contract and the no Soul Awakening Gala. However, after this Gala, I think is when they implemented the 600 point limit too, where we went to 600 is crazy because you get the resources for Star Awakening, or not Star Awakening, the Destiny Transition Aurora Gems or the Scattered Spirit Vein. But it did fall on a Prophet Orb event, and I'm almost hoping we have it fall on a Prophet Orb event again, because Prophet Orb and Fantasy Factory is like one of the best ones to have a good Starlight Melody, especially if the last gift over here is the 1000 point gift that has either Sublimation or the Core of Origin chest. So like either one of those would be absolutely amazing. The most important thing though is the fact that it would be a Soul Awakening session. So when would this actually happen then? So if you actually come into game and take a look at next week's events after our current Easter event, we have Imp's Adventure, Carnival, and Shelter mission. So this next week after Easter should be a very boring week. However, that looks like it starts on 4/5, which means on 4/12 could be when we get a Starlight Melody. I don't think we're quite ready for Summer Melody. Summer Melodies have always been better. It's weird how they differentiate that, but that would be the week that we have Prophet Orbs, we have Fantasy Factory. Hopefully you have a Jigsaw puzzle saved up as well to make maybe getting points a little bit easier, and that I think is when we are going to have a Soul Awakening session. So what can you do to prepare for that? Because like I said, even on my free-to-play account, we come over here, you should be doing pretty much what we are doing right here on our free-to-play. Even if you're somewhat of a spender, you should be basically saving as many of these contract starry gems as possible. Any of the awakening crystals, keep holding on to them. It's going to be so much better waiting and using them on a hero that is much more useful. And then of course you're getting the bonus points for getting a higher tier role, and you're not spending any contract starry gems. The difficult part for a free-to-play account is having enough copies to actually awaken, because you're not going to want to just awaken all the heroes that you have like in your bag or anything like that, because you still need them for food. So you need to try to accumulate as much wealth as possible, kind of these chests right here. Getting a bunch of these for hero copies that you don't mind foddering away is good, because of course the most important thing is recycling these contract starry gems into more contract starry gems in order to get to the 200 point mark. You're only going to start doing that when you can't afford to go any further. Like this right here is like 20 awakenings essentially between these right here. That's only gonna net me what? You average 5 points per, so that's only going to get me to the 100-point mark, and you're going to have to get to the 200-point mark. So you're going to have to make sure you have enough hero copies to actually fodder, and the heroes that you're awakening need to be hero copies that you don't want to turn into a hero. Like I said, we don't want to be awakening a bunch of Patricias because we are going to build her. Awakening Aspens wouldn't be the worst thing, because even though if we would fodder them, that's not the end of the world because we're not building him. It would hurt our dark food progress just because, well, yeah, we wouldn't be building him. We would not be using that food to go into Patricia, which can cause some food strangleholds on your account. But you need to be prepared because getting those chests are important, and most importantly, that B+ stone. There is one other thing I want to talk about more for those endgame players. If you are like me and you're looking at somewhat liquidating your account to do some sort of switch up, do it now. Do it before the Soul Awakening session or Gala happens, because let's be honest, this is probably one of the most expensive times for the market here. Like, even if we just go back and we just go for our light heroes that we keep looking for here, and even S tiers, I mean, there's probably not many up here, but they're going to be the most expensive you are ever going to see them, because, well, there's just a severe lack of copies because nobody is doing Soul Awakenings right now. That copy is still there. It tempts me. It's so close to an S tier you could upgrade it. If only that was a Vulcan, I would buy it immediately. But yeah, keep that in mind. Even A- heroes are still going to be a decent amount, especially if we're looking at just like some of the best heroes in the game. These two are going to be the premiums, 15,000. Chances are this copy during a Soul Awakening session, you can probably buy for 10 or maybe even less, because the market is going to get flooded. So prepare. Sell now while the prices are high. Buy during the session when everybody's going crazy, or maybe even after the session, because, you know, the Monday after the event ends, everybody gets their stones, and a lot of people are impatient. They pop the stone immediately, and then if they get something good, they're tempted to just sell it on the auction house immediately. Now, again, this is all pretty much speculation. We should have, at the very least, a Soul Awakening Gala next month, but we're going on like over 4 months without a Soul, or I guess next month is the 4th month without a Soul Awakening session. So it's got to happen. We are due. There's no way they're going to wait longer. It's got to happen next month. Save up all your starry gems, and good luck.